This is Justin Amazon on Monday, June 18th, 2018. Take a look at the pre-market today on Amazon, and it looks like it's actually gapping down, which would be a bearish gap and go with the previous day being a bullish candle. And what's interesting is the last 3 days, really, we've opened up below the previous all-time high and rallied up to it, chopped around on it, rallied up to it and through it, held that. Even though we're gapping down here, I'm seeing some support here, some resistance here at the same old support here and here. And we really do need to see this roll over right away with these levels, the previous 2 days, the lows in the previous 2 days really holding as a strong resistance now that it's below that at this point of open. But because the last 3 days we've been contending with the previous all-time high, we've rallied up from wherever we've opened very quickly to it. Today could happen, that exact same thing could happen. So if we don't roll over, we would likely rally right up into this price, chop around some here, and then continue higher, continue higher. That's what it's done the last 2 days. The previous day it actually didn't get there. So just going off of what it's done the last 2 days, we'll step into the market and thought I had it ready. There we go. Looks like we bounced off the support, came right into the resistance. Great candle to do that. This is still a candle that could roll over from right here, but this shows that there are some people buying at the level here. And now we're just contending with this level as a old support, new resistance that could roll over or could continue to break out. And it looks like it's going the route of breaking out, and very much so rallies right on through the previous all-time high at the 1714.50 price. And we really want to see something like yesterday where it came back down somewhere in here, maybe right into the or like these right into the 1714.50 price. And we'll see what happens. All right, there's a good pullback, and it bounced again. Okay, nice stair step. Here you go. This candle comes right down into our line. This has not been adjusted. This is where it's been sitting, and it's a great place to have that, have our line. That's a low of 1714 and 60 cents. Our line in here is still at 1714 and 50 cents. We drew it back in a couple days ago, going back to the 6th, and it's really come into play the last few days, and especially now here today. This could have been a place to buy, and then the challenge would have been placing your stop, but your stop would have been way down here somewhere. With options, doing a $100 risk, that could work for what the option value is right here. So we'll take a look at the calls on that. We'll step into the candles though, and it looks like it just continues going sideways. So nice stair step that ends up consolidating for 30-35 minutes in here, and then breaks out. Throws a little bit of lower wick, and that's about all the retest you're going to get of that breakout. But phenomenal place to actually still begin in. The previous, yesterday, 2 days ago, created a new all-time high right into the close, and we barely even paused there. We paused there with this candle, but not the very next one. So now this is a new all-time high on Amazon. Congratulations, Amazon. Yet another all-time high, yet another bullish-looking candle. It's going to take a lot to sell that candle back down, all the way back down, and take it out below, or the open price to be in a bearish candle. So we'll see what it ends up doing. But this kind of move is very aggressive for this stock. We've already moved over 1% from the open to this high here, and there was some resistance in this level that we've cleared, but it makes sense that we would pull back to it, maybe even pull back a little bit further, and come to contend with some of the levels in here, down around 17, 19, 17, 18, something like that. It's an ideal place to pull back, and it's starting to pull back, bouncing. We have a bit of a double top forming here with some lower wicks showing we're still buying. Candles, okay, this is slowly breaking down a little bit more. This is a really nice consolidation, but it's after a lot of candles. We're right into the previous high from yesterday. Let's see if we end up holding here. And so we had 20 minutes of this really sideways, no activity. This is right during lunchtime, and then we break down here. But then again, this level is right into the 1719 that we just talked about being resistance at this level. Now we're retesting that resistance as new support right here. And this would be a great place to load up. Great risk reward, especially if you got it down at like 14.13 or something. So like 14. What's that price? 17.18.71. 17.71 right in here. That's that value. That would have been a good place to buy. I stopped down around 17.14, and it starts to bounce. It bounces with, is that a tweezer bottom? 17.18.48 and 17.18.64. So still pretty close to a tweezer-ish on this price. And could have been buying down here for great risk reward. Could have been buying a breakout here with an indecision candle, though not as aggressive. But it does continue up, and then pauses, and looks like it's going to break down again. This is starting to look like a bit of a larger double top, and it just doesn't roll back down. So now I'm seeing something different. I'm seeing a bit of a consolidation. Maybe I have false breakout, pull that back, and we'll see what it ends up doing here. Close and nothing. It just chops around. So the biggest moves were off of the previous all-time high, and right now it looks like it's selling off a little bit, maybe coming back into this value or below. So we'll just have to see what happens. If we jump over to the calls, so call on that, or the time on that candle is right at 9 o'clock. So let's go see what could have been traded there. And then the other one, let's say bought at 11:50. So 9 o'clock, 11:50 on the calls. Take a look. And so 9 o'clock would have been right in here. Probably could have set this up $12 by $11, both this instance and this one. And anyone who did that at the open yesterday is likely profitable, up 2 to 3R. For our purposes, it looks like we would be a little bit more profitable here and relatively profitable here, going for like 3R or maybe 2R. But the rally from here, if you had bought at 12 and get out at 16, that's 4R with just recognizing the levels that have repeated on the options from yesterday's similar location. Having lost some premium from the open, but just rallied back in and gave a couple opportunities to buy it. I wanted to glance at the puts just to show that there was a bit of consolidation here and then ultimately breakdown, and really never did anything to recover. So this consolidation here happens by 9:15. So if we come back in here, yep, it was this consolidation, and just a lot of indecision right there, and it just kind of chopped around on the option until finally it did end up breaking down, and that should be where, so that should be where some of this gets actually rallied up. So new all-time high and some opportunities to trade options for a little bit of a gain. We did not see something that was a 10-hour trade on this option. We'll probably have to keep our eye on that for the next couple of days, especially Wednesday, Thursday, getting into some of these setups. And just overall, a great opportunity. Seeing this to continue up. Again, we're right back into that target price, and it just could keep on going into the next range. So there'll be a lot of people looking at this daily saying, I missed all this, I want in, I want to continue higher. and hopefully they're smart enough to wait for it to pull back some more and get in on that S curve. Otherwise, they'll just be buying high and selling even higher, which it's fine to wait. It's fine to wait for a pullback and see if we get it. Show guarantee we'll get it. Interesting just how we opened today as a bearish gap and go, and it just rallied instead. Didn't continue down that way. So interesting to see that. Hope this addresses some of the questions you had, and we will continue to take a look at the charts tomorrow, see what's going to happen. This is Just AMZN. Thanks.